Good morning. It's another day. We're in the mega cab again. Headed up to Asbury Park, New Jersey. Couldn't remember where we were going. Got a customer up here that lives right down the road from one of my snowbird customers. She had reached out to me in October maybe, or January now, about getting her car down to Florida for her. And she's leaving today. It's kind of like a, hey, pick up my car today or when you can and get it down there when you can type of situation. So I'm gonna go get it and then bring it to my house and then probably run it through the brokerage to get it the rest of the way down there. I don't have time to get it down there, and it doesn't need to be enclosed or anything. It's a Lincoln Navigator, an older Lincoln Navigator, so it's a big vehicle, and open trailer's fine. So I, since the snow is done and gone from yet, well, not gone, but the roads are clear, they're just real salty, they're dry. I figured I'd run up here today, grab it, bring it back, and get it on a truck headed to Florida today or tomorrow. And same with, I have a Corvette to move. I don't know how that's gonna get across the country yet, but it's gotta go to Arizona, and I'll show you more of that. But that may be a brokerage thing. I may end up taking it. I don't know. It's just kind of a hurry up and run around day because of the snow. Messed everything up yesterday. Even though I did that work yesterday because it was snowing. Because it was kind of close. If the roads were bad, I could have just went home. Type of deal. Wasn't on a time schedule, and yesterday worked out pretty good. I unloaded that Ford Edge at my house, and that's going to go up to the customer on Friday. Like I mentioned in the previous video, he didn't want to pay any more storage on it. He'd already been there. He'd already paid like $400 in just storage on it. So he wanted to just get it out there. He's like, I'm willing to pay you a little extra to hold on to it until you can get it up here. I just don't want to be paying IAA $50 a day in storage. So, yeah, I get that. That's a little ridiculous. Excuse my yawning. I was up about 4 this morning. And the nice thing about the Mega Cab is it has remote start. So I remote started that. Let it run for a good solid 20-25 minutes. I remote started as soon as I got up, got dressed, let the dogs out, and then didn't even have any heat until I got a couple miles down the road because it was so cold. This truck would probably benefit from a grill cover when it's this cold. It doesn't seem to want to warm up all that well. The Ford does pretty good, which is weird. The 7.3 actually warms up quicker than any of my Dodges ever have. Warms up quicker than my new Dodge. Warms up quicker than this truck. It's like the 7.3, for being as old as it gets up the temperature the quickest. So we're gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna call her. It's still early. Gosh, I can't stop yawning. It's still early. It's 7:40 right now. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna send her a text here and say, hey, look, I'll be there a little earlier than expected. She may already be gone. Her flight was today, so she may already be gone, but the neighbor has the key and I have his number. I just don't want to call anybody too early, especially these people are a little on the older side. They may already have been up for a few hours, but I just don't like bothering people this early in the morning. Well, my plans kind of got messed up. Car we were supposed to go pick up today, a Corvette, was going to end up in Arizona. Customer is...
You'll arrive. Your destination will be on your left.
Is
in 1,000 feet.
unexpectedly having to go out of town, which I was wondering why I hadn't heard from him this morning, because he didn't really text me back, and I was like, okay, well, you know, something's going on or whatever. I'm just not gonna plan on picking it up today. I'm not gonna head up there without hearing from him. I'm 5 minutes from my house. I get a text from him. It says he's got to go to Colorado for a couple days. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, I can get it next week. If you're not in a hurry to get it moved, I can get it next week. I just was kind of trying to plan around it. But oh well. So it's 1 o'clock and I'm done for the day. I do need to uncover and clean off the trailer with the Jaguar and the 2 dump bodies on it, because they're going to end up going to Connecticut tomorrow. So I can move things around, get hooked up, and be ready for tomorrow. It's no big. Okay, good morning. I tried to record already, but GPS interrupted me. Look how far this guy's load has shifted on the rear of his trailer. Look how far it's hanging off on that right side. Shoo! A little scary. Well, here is a representation of how close I am to losing my Welcome to the George Washington Bridge. Welcome to New York. Welcome to traffic. Oh, first stop. Just waiting for them to get this front one off. We've got one more stop. This thing keeps pushing its way towards the rub rail. It's right at it. Keeps coming loose for some reason. I'm 5 miles away from delivering this one, so we're gonna leave it as it is and get this one off real quick. There's a forklift. Nice stack. They said they'd be right out to get us taken care of. This place has a ton of stuff. They got a bunch of sundowner trailers, a bunch of ATC enclosed. They've got this 4500 with the nice Western hauler bed on it. Bunch of ATC enclosed. They got this thing sitting right smack in the middle of the parking lot. I'm guessing someone dropped this off for repair, and it's got a bent axle. No, it's got a broken axle or bearing or something out of it. Got a back wheel. Well, last delivery, and I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's starting to snow. I decided to check the weather, and looks like they are gonna get a little snow up here today. So I'm gonna make it sloppy, but that's why I'm glad I got getting this bed off, because they do not like to ship these with salt on the road when the roads are wet and they get salt all over them, because I guess it mars up the aluminum. So we just made it just in time. Updates on the insurance company. They finally accepted an estimate from a trailer repair shop. Well, they finally told me to get an estimate and they would review it if they were going to accept it. It's a pain in the butt. Or they're going to have somebody come look at it. I told them about, heck, we're 3 weeks now and it still isn't fixed. So my welder, when all this is fixed, we're going to get all that replaced that needs to be replaced back there. We're also going to get our guy to cut here, put a new piece in from where that forklift ran into me, and get this trailer kind of back up to new, because that was when the trailer was about a week old. He's coming out of the forklift now. He's finishing up on the phone. Excuse me, and we'll get our cars picked up, because it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of snow here, and I want to head back towards home before it gets too bad. Well, never been to this auction, and God, it's cold here. It also is icy. I'm looking for a Hyundai Sonata. I thought this was a mom and pop auction. This place is massive. But not exactly sure which row it's in, but interesting. I think it's got to be somewhere in this middle row. It said D, but I didn't say which side to start from. So it should be somewhere in the middle, coming from either way. There's the Nissan. Lady said don't trust the colors either, because people seem to mess them up all the time. So a lot of these Alfa Romeos here, don't see that many on the road. There's more of them. Must be a dealer nearby. It's a Kia. It's a Hyundai. What is this thing? It's a Kona. Looking for a Santa Fe. I think that's a regular size SUV, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Well, guess we'll keep walking around out here in the cold. See if we can't find us a car. Man, there's a lot of those Alfa Romeos here. They must not sell very good. This one there's one back there. This one right there. Toyota. She said road D, but they don't have any markings out here. So I was counting the rows, but should have been somewhere either way. Should have been in one of these two lanes. But I gotta put my gloves back on. It is way too cold for this. Well, I found it. I just can't see out of it. It's also a lot of personal belongings, which is kind of weird, but hey, whatever. We'll defrost this thing and try to find our way towards the exit.